We're live, and this is Monday, April 5th, voting list number 20, and we are talking about, Kristen, what bill are we talking about again? House Bill?
Senate Bill 22, which was voted by the committee on Friday, and it was voted favorably. The cross-file, the Senate has added an amendment to the cross-file. It was a floor amendment. And so if the committee would like the bills to conform, this amendment, the floor amendment, just clarifies that the penalties could be imposed only when an individual knowingly violates the bill.
Oh, it looks great.
Okay, I think Delegate Ruth had her hand up to ask a question.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm not a lawyer, so this is a question for those of you who are maybe, or Kristen can answer it. I thought that isn't knowingly like a really high standard to have to prove? Or am I wrong about that?
I guess it would just be for the facts of the situation. If they had knowledge, or they were aware of the law, and that could be shown.
Mr. Chair?
It's a higher standard, there's no question. Why don't we have the Vice Chair answer, or then Delegate Love?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, this is my bill on the House side, and I was fine with it because presumably if and when this legislation passes, home inspectors of septics will know that they need to be licensed. So because information will go out to the industry about this new requirement, and if they still inspect septics upon transfer, I think it'd be that they knowingly violated the statute. So that's why I was okay with the change.
Thank you.
Delegate Love?
I was just going to say that it's just an element that needs to be proven. So as the Vice Chair said, they'll know. So they will likely knowingly violate.
Okay, so Kristen, should we prepare an amendment for the floor tonight?
So yeah, I can do that. We can send over an amendment that either you or the floor leader can offer on the floor.
Yeah,
okay.
I have the binder. And that bill is definitely on the schedule.
Okay.
So Mr. Chair, maybe I'll have it delivered to you, and that way you could.
That's fine.
Okay.
But let's vote. All those in favor of that amendment to include the word knowingly, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, we'll adopt that as a friendly amendment when we get to it on the floor. Next, let's do that concurrence, Trish. It was for House Bill 204, was it?
Yeah, you want to do the concurrence, and then you probably want to do the Senate bill right after it.
Sure. It's Brooke Learman's bill, right?
Yeah, Kristen can explain the concurrence, I guess.
Yeah, and then I'd like to hear from Delegate Learman.
So the Senate, this was another floor amendment for House Bill 204. The amendment strikes language that would have delayed the DNR reporting requirement relating to the aggregate conviction data. So all DNR reporting requirements would take effect. There wouldn't be a delayed for that one item.
And I'll just say thank you to the subcommittee for working so much on this bill. And I'm fine. And I support this move to take that off.
Okay.
Support the concurrence. Thanks.
Okay, I move that we concur in the Senate amendments.
Second.
There's a second. All those, let me let Barry in. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, we move to concur then. Right, let's do Senate Bill 324 next, since that was that bill. That's the Senate cross file, and it's in, do we need to do anything with this bill, or is it in the state in which it has to be the same?
Actually, Mr. Chairman, we do need to move that the Senate bill make it conform to House Bill 204.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, the amendment is to make the Senate Bill 324 conform to House Bill 204. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, the amendment to conform carries. On the bill as amended, is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Jacobs,
Can I do a roll call? Because I don't know who's missing.
sure, do roll call.
Okay, thank you. Vice Chair Stein,
Yes.
and this is favorable with amendment.
Yep.
Holmes,
Yes.
Yes,
Learman,
Yes.
Fraser Hidalgo,
Yes.
Otto,
No.
Jacobs,
No.
Weibel,
I guess he's not there. Absent.
Ampray,
Yes.
Siliberti.
Abstain. I just got here. Sorry.
You probably want to vote no.
Really, Mr. Chairman?
Well, I don't know. We'll come back to you. Think about it.
you,
Delegate
sir.
Wells,
Yes.
Love,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Stewart,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
Trassa,
Yes.
Parrot, none of that.
Absent.
Boyce,
Yes.
Clark,
Jerry?
No.
Jalisi. Absent.
Absent.
Anderton,
No.
Delegate Anderson, okay.
No.
Gilchrist,
Yes.
Healy,
Yes.
Barry, what say you?
Well, with that array of yeses, I'll go no.
Okay, and the chairman votes yes. I presume the bill passed.
yeah, 16-5,
Okay,
with 3
Uh,
absent.
okay. Senate Bill 324 passes. Senate Bill 77, who has that?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Chairman, House Bill 77 is the energy efficient net zero homes contract preferences. The bill requires DHCD to give preference to a loan application submitted under the under the Energy Efficient Homes Construction Loan Program for net zero home that will use the services of small minority, women-owned and veteran-owned businesses in the state in the clean energy industry. The bill is it's in the same posture as HB 70 that we passed 133 to 2 in the House. This bill, Senate Bill 77, Mr. Chairman, has no amendments. I move favorable on Senate Bill 77, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
I was hoping my dog wouldn't have to second it. Anyway. Okay. Guinness would have. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The bill carries. Senate Bill 159. Ooh. Whose is that?
I think that's mine.
Ann?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, Senate Bill 159 the motion is favorable with amendments. It is a bill that requires a new officer of a humane society or animal control to satisfactorily complete. There's a technical amendment, basically. And it's, I believe there was a House bill, right? Yes.
Yes, the House bill was HB 281.
And that was, that passed the House.
Okay, so we have an amendment.
A technical amendment, yes. Move the amendment.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion on the amendment? Seeing none, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes seem to have it. The ayes have it. The bill is before us is amended. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion on the bill before we vote? Okay. Seeing none, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the bill passes. That was 159, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, we did 324. Let's go to Senate Bill 338.
That's also mine.
That's also you, okay.
This is another animal control adoption fee waiver for veterans. The motion is favorable. There are no amendments. And I believe this also is a cross file of a House bill
Okay,
that already passed the House.
okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? And there's no amendments?
No amendments.
Okay, any discussion on the bill before we proceed to a vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The bill carries unanimously among those present. Senate Bill 687.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 687 is favorable with amendments. And this bill requires DHCD to administer its programs and activities to affirmatively further fair housing. It further establishes a local jurisdiction to have duty to affirmatively further fair housing and requires them to submit assessments of fair housing as a component of the housing element of the local jurisdiction's comprehensive plan. The committee amendments, Mr. Chair, one, deleted unused definitions added to the bill as introduced. Number two, conform reporting dates. And number three, establish that DHCD shall work in consultation with Department of Planning to provide technical assistance to local jurisdictions. This is a cross-file bill, and this is cross-file to HB 90, which passed the House 110 to 22. I move the amendments, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second for the amendments?
Second.
Any discussion on the amendments? All right, we'll proceed to a vote on the amendments. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes seem to have it. The ayes
I
have
move the
it.
bill as amended, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the bill as amended? Seeing none, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Who's
Aye.
anyone opposed? I guess Neil hasn't made it in the room, has he? Okay. Okay, the bill carries unanimous among those present, and that is our voting list for today. Announcements.
Chairman,
Jim, go ahead.
the Ag Subcommittee will be meeting tomorrow on one bill. We're going to try to do it like right after session, right after noon, before the other subcommittees meet.
Okay, who's next? Any other? Dave?
Yep, motor vehicle will be meeting tomorrow at 1:30 and or after the first session, hopefully between the two. Thank you.
Okay. Who else? Any other announcements? Anybody have anything to say for the good of the order? Okay, in that case, thanks a lot and see you on the floor at 6:30. Get something to eat.